A very good evening to our viewers. Thank you for joining us tonight on the evening review. My name is Toivan Jabela, your host. Tonight on the platform, we are graced with the presence of Werner Kanana. He's a musician also, known by his stage name Kana Boy. And this week, he went public about the difficulties that he's enduring in his marriage. Something that doesn't happen a lot. Men do not speak up, and he is a rare case of a man who decided to speak up because of the challenges that he's going through. Thank you very much, Werner, for making time. I think it's very brave of you to come to the platform. I mean, you posted first on Facebook about what you're going through,
Yes.
and it's very, very commendable that you made that decision, because men do not speak up when they're suffering. So thank you for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Njabela,
Yeah.
that's actually what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, thank you. So I think I want to first read out something from your post, because I want us to discuss your post throughout this conversation.
Yes.
But what I like about your post and how you ended up being on the on my platform tonight is because a lot of people spoke to me. Some of them very senior people saying, why don't you reach out to this young man, speak to him, because we never hear the stories of men. It's only always women who are suffering, and true, women are suffering also a lot, but we often do not speak to men. But what impressed me most in your introduction of your post on Facebook is that you are saying something. Where is that part where you said that you don't want to kill yourself
Yes.
or to kill another person? In this case, I suppose your wife, because many men who go through these things either commit suicide
Yes.
or they attack their partners and kill them. And you said you don't want any of those things.
Yes.
So you got married in 2017. What happened afterwards?
Actually, I got married to be a good husband.
Yeah.
And you know, when you are getting married, you are not just getting married to your wife,
Yeah.
but you are getting married to the whole family.
Yes.
You understand? Just to find out that I'm not saying I got married to a wrong person, but just that either maybe her friends or maybe some family members that are not really willing to come out and sit with us, like both of us. So they are not yet free, though they are still being aside. So whenever maybe they want to talk to my wife, they just call her alone and they do their discussion the other side. And what makes me to come out is that she put a protection order against me, claiming that I'm abusing her. We went all the way to the court, and she requested a protection order, 3 years protection order, and she was granted that order on 13th of July. Yes, if I'm not mistaken. And my worry is I find it out a little bit like it's not really lawfully for someone to be granted an order without even a minimum of proof or evidence, because it's just something that she requested that I feel like I'm not safe to live with this man, so I want more time to be away from him, so I want 3 years. And obviously magistrate could not even offer me that time just to put my input as well. So I feel like, no, I was not welcome in that court, because whatever I tried to say, he's cutting me off.
I hear you.
Yes.
So let me take you back a little bit. So you got married in
together, you cannot. But for me to say this thing did not start now, but I was having a hope to say maybe if we get married, then things could work out.
Yeah.
Because she been telling me, no man, some certain things we can only do that once we are married. But since we are dating, you know, nowadays, no one trusts who.
I understand that.
Yes.
So, at what point during your marriage, the marriage itself, not while you were boyfriend, girlfriend, at what point in your marriage did things start not going very well for your family?
Yes. I know I'm on public now, but just allow me to say this.
Yes.
Look, the house can only be interesting to a husband when your wife is happy.
Yes.
So in 2019, if I can remember very well, I was punished by my wife, given 6 months, not touching. So that pains me a lot, and that makes me to run around to my elders, to my father's family, to go ask what is going on. So things started going bad there. And the misunderstanding approaches, she have to leave to go to to her parents. Obviously, in our culture, when your wife leaves, you have to follow, so that you can be given time to sit down with your both parents. But then what I was worried a bit, because when I followed her, because she's from Oshvelo, she was hiding. I don't know what did she told the parents, that maybe I'm too dangerous, man. I don't know, but she was hiding. I never seen her, so I even have to come back without seeing her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did sit down with the parents. I told them what happens and so on. Yeah. But I just lose hope, like, okay, I think I'm not also welcome here by the parents, because I don't know, I'm not blaming the parents, because I don't know what exactly she did told the parents. Yes.
I hear you. So I have to challenge you, Mr. Kanana here, that in 2019, when your wife started denying you conjugal rights, as it's called, there ought to have been something that happened, because an adult who have dedicated their life to you cannot just stand up one morning and say no more sex.
Yes.
There ought to have been something that the husband did that angered her. Maybe you were sleeping around or something like that. Did you sleep around and she got afraid maybe you'll infect her or stuff like that?
Yeah.
You're a musician, you're a very famous man, maybe you're misbehaving on your trips.
Yeah, but sometimes, but that's not how it was. Look, when you are making fire, it starts small like this.
Yeah.
But the more you want it to be, if you want it to be big, and then it can go big. It started like this. My wife, I think she got married when, maybe for a different meaning. Because if I can remember very well, she took some credits without my consent, and it's huge of money.
Credit, you mean she took debts?
She took loans.
Yeah.
So I've seen things started like not going well. She was not performing her duty as a wife in the house. So like kitchen wise and so on, kids. So then I have to ask her, babe, what is going on? No, you don't understand. There's things like this, okay? So I ask her, tell me, open up, let me see what is going on. Then I found out, okay, she took this kind of loans, and it's huge money, and we are paying it together. So I asked, what happened? With who did you discuss this? How did this happen? Oh, this kind of money, I give some of the money to let me say, she gave the money to her father to pay off a farm. And I asked her, why are you not coming on the table so we can help the father together? Yeah, if it's, she started picking fights, and from there she started, okay, if it's like that, then she started punishing me in that way. It's not that I've been running around. Look, for me, I can call myself I'm a good husband. I got married to my wife when I've been famous for more than 10 years and only managed to have one child. Yes, and like that, meaning I've been taking care of myself, and I've been responsible.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes.
Do you guys work? Do you have income in your house? Because these things can also stress people. Maybe you're a husband that is undergoing through challenges financially, and you cannot provide for your family, for your wife, and the wife gets a bit frustrated. How would you describe your level of income, both for you and your wife?
Yes. For me, I'm a hard worker. I'm a businessman. I can say that openly. Neighbors, they know. Family members, they know that when I'm not doing well, and I bring that on the table. So there's no way I can run away from that. So, and she's also working. Yeah, so some of the things that are winning here, they are so easy. That's why. So, okay, by that time, 2019, we've been renting a house. So, because when I was a single man, I used to rent a flat, just a 1-bedroom flat. When I become a family man, I have decided, okay, so let me rent a whole house. We've been living in the 3-bedroom house. Then when I found out that, okay, my wife is no more performing, and I tried to be good husband, I tried to discuss, I tried to bring things on the table, so we fix the things. Okay, we come together, I've decided, okay, so for now, since this rent I'm paying almost 10,000 a month, so what if we get just a plot and develop it on our own? Fine, we did that. I bought the plot, I sold some of my properties, and because it was time of Corona, so business was not really performing well, but I managed to sell some of my properties in order for me to buy that plot. I bought it and I developed it. It's our home up to now.
Yeah.
So in that house now, I went to the north because I'm a businessman, I'm a farmer as well. I went to the farm. She's calling, babe, we need this, we need this, we need this. When I started, okay, what is wrong again? No, just come. Okay, I come to Windhoek. I ask her, please, let me see what is going on there. I've seen my wife, she's busy with these things, these online things that are robbing people, that are actually, I hate them because they are breaking houses, they are breaking relationships.
Forex or which one?
Is how do they say? I don't want to say because it's someone's business, but it's just this thing of saying, buy this, invest how much money, and then you get this, and yeah. So I found that because spending 600 a day is a lot of money. Yeah. So I talked to her, no, listen, babe, for now, we have to move to the north because life there is easy, and the business is also doing well that side. Plus, the money that we are using here in Windhoek for kids to go to school, there is for free because they can foot. Schools are nearby. Yeah. And university, they're also there in Enana, from Mokongo to Enana is nearby. So I can get someone to drive them to university if they grown up. So she refused.
Yeah, let's break there just for a moment. We'll go for a small break, and then we return with Kanaboy.
We are so excited to be kickstarting your morning with entertainment.
Everything was happening during this past weekend.
Yes.
Exciting news.
Wow, no, she was killing it already.
In my opinion, I don't see anything wrong with him serving the full term.
As well as keeping you informed on the issues that you need to know happening in and around our country.
The evening review continues. Now, yeah, so I think you've made your point on that one. So what you've said also in your post on Facebook is that, of course, you mentioned it that, it's a 3-year restraining order. Is it called restraining order? Where you may not, see your wife and kids.
Yes.
For 3 years. That's a long time. But I just want again to ask, protection order, not restraining, protection order. So, how would a protection order come by? Because there ought to have been some prima facie evidence that you have maybe been abusive or threatening in some way. Has your wife, for example, opened a case against you with the police at any time before this protection order was issued?
Nothing.
Nothing
At all.
So where is the protection order coming from?
That one is only the magistrate could tell us the truth, and that's what makes me to come on Facebook to seek for public help.
Yeah.
I don't understand, because if you the courts have rules, and the articles have made it clear also that someone can only be punished due to these proper evidence. If there's no even a minimum evidence, how do you punish someone like that?
Have you physically touched your wife? Do you beat your wife?
For me, I think anyone can say no, even if you did. But for me, for you to believe that I did not do that, we don't live alone in our house. We have housemates, we have neighbors, kids are there. I don't do that. And like I said, I think I'm a lucky man because of my parents. My parents are good leaders because they've quoted me nicely. What to do if your partner is doing this. No, beating is not a solution.
Have you threatened her?
No.
Maybe things like, I'll kill you, I'll beat you up one day, and she got scared and then she decides, no, I have to move out of. Where is this coming from?
Look, like I said, in our house, we don't normally quarrel. So, and through those words, you can only say that, you can now easily say, I'll kill you when you are quarreling. If we only talk, we don't quarrel. I don't like quarreling. So if I see, even if I'm in public, then I see someone is quarreling at me, I'll let her say, oh, hey, let's talk. If that person doesn't want to come down, I'll walk away. So I don't quarrel. So normally, I did not threaten my wife at all.
Have you, in what way did you upset her? Because she's obviously upset about something. Of course, you said, you gave a bit of background to say, she took out loans without consulting, and she wasn't performing some of the household chores, including properly taking care of the children.
Yes.
But the anger, her anger seems to be coming from somewhere. And sorry that I'm pressuring you, but I just think that there ought to be something that you did, because you are painting yourself also as a man of high morals, an upright man, a kind man, a provider. But there ought to be something. You can't be perfect. There ought to be something that you're not telling me.
Yes. The only thing maybe I can say what makes her upset is for me to go out of the house, and that one actually happened because of her. So look, I'm a man, and I got married at earlier stage. So it's because I want to be a husband. I want someone to be at my side. So when she have decided, it's not before the protection order. She went, like I said, she went to her parents and they hided her. She went to stay there. So how can I be, I'm the husband and I'm the wife in the house. So I decided to be a husband. And when my wife is not around, or maybe the house is too hot, I go out for fresh air. So I at least I managed to have someone outside there who is comforting me. So when I'm not when I don't feel happy at home. So maybe that's the reason why she's not happy. But that could not make me to go through jail and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could
So
maybe dump me or something and say let's divorce or something.
Yeah. So going out meaning meeting another woman, in some sort of woman that you fall back when you have issues at home. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and I think I'm just a lucky man because when I started seeing things are not going well, I could not wait until the last stage.
Yeah.
I decided no. I'm not the one to wait. Let me just go out. If I get someone there who can make me happy, let me fall in love.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the thing. So as I'm talking like right now, if my wife can decide to go, she's more than welcome to go, then just keeping me here as a useless husband.
Yeah.
I don't have a wife. I want to have a wife.
So a husband who is going out with other women is not a useless husband in your view?
No, I believe the woman I'm going to get is not going to punish me for 6 months. Yes.
I'm not laughing at your situation. Please don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's just the way you are coining your words. But what if the opposite was true? What if your wife was the one going out and seeing other men? You will also react in the manner that she probably acted, isn't it?
I'll follow the right way. I will not order the police to jail her up. I'll run back where we started,
Yeah.
to my parents, and I'll report the thing. As men, I can see things happening, but I'm ashamed to say, look, my wife is sleeping around, because they will laugh at me. Even if she did so, I will not say it publicly.
Yeah.
I would rather protect her for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a man, that one I can take it on my own.
But are you suggesting that she was unfaithful, and that when you also became unfaithful was because you were retaliating at what she did? Something similar?
Look, I don't want to lie,
Yeah.
but Shivambo, there's this says okwikarero kwa nyenge nongo.
Yeah.
Now, who is here to stay alone?
Yeah.
Yeah. So even to make it worse for 3 years alone like this, even when we were dating, we were just dating. I was in Windhoek, she was in Grootfontein. After 3 months, I must run there. She's calling non-stop. What makes her to go for 3 years now?
Yeah.
There, I don't know, maybe public can judge there, but not me.
Okay.
But I haven't got there with a man physically. Yeah. But you can, if someone is walking there and that person is not walking straight, you can see that, that person is not walking straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 2 more questions for you. So you mentioned jail twice now. Did she get you arrested at any stage?
Yes.
For what?
That one, I'm not sure. She have her own reason, because she's a police officer, by the way. The day I got jailed up, I was peacefully sitting just in my coach home with my kids, even having my red wine. Just saw police are popping in with her, and she pointed at me, because we were 2 men there. Was me and my neighbor. She pointed at me, here's Mr. Kana. And the police officer said, yeah, Mr. Kana, we are here for you. Your wife have complained that you have a misunderstanding in this house. So for now, you have to go with us. And tomorrow you should come, so you go to gender. I don't know now if that police officer was trained to lie to people. I never seen gender, no nothing from there is a protection order until today.
How many times? Was it only once that you were arrested, or more than once?
It was just once.
It was just once.
Yes.
Now, the final question to you, Mr. Kanana, is I think if your wife was on this platform tonight with you, she would have countered a lot of things that you say today. And I'm not saying that I doubt your version, but I'm sure that she would have said, but this is what you did. I went to the police because you did this. What is it, very briefly, what is it that you regret in your marriage, which, if you had a second chance, if you had to start afresh, what is it that you're going to do differently? Assume this was 2017 now, getting married now. What is it that you would have avoided knowing now what you didn't know then?
Look, to be honest, as I'm talking to you, there's nothing I can remember that can make me regret. I even feel more happy. I'm even fit now. Yeah. I'm telling you, Njabela, in that house, I come home after work, no food plate even just on the table for me. She cook and they eat with the kids, they go sleep. And for me, if I don't make a plan for drive to Kapana, then that's okay. That's how I've been living. Yeah. And I'm not lying to you. I have people that are her sister, her own sister. She's the one who used to bother herself, like to prepare, and I always, no, it's okay, it's okay. You see, like that. We've been living with her sister and her brother. Her brother has been, he's a student, he's doing education. He has been in our house for more than 3 years. Yeah. But for me, I've been taking it easy, like, okay, I'm a son to my father, man. Let it be, it's okay. Yeah. But now things are getting out of my hand. And actually, I'm not only doing it for myself, for other men out there. Yes. Because too many people are complaining and they're suffering the same way I'm suffering. And just to not leave this one open, I think the law have to recheck it very well there, because many relationships are breaking because of our law. Because how do the magistrate just arrive at the decision without proper evidence?
I hear you.
Yeah, so that one, I want public to quote and to judge on that one.
Thank you, sir.
Because it's not gonna, I'm not gonna take it. And for me, what I want the public to help me, or anyone out there, is to help me divorce this woman. That's all.
I hear you.
I want nothing than divorce.
I hear you.
Yes.
Mr. Kanana, thank you for coming to the platform.
You're welcome, sir.
We hope if it ends in divorce, that it happens peacefully.
Yes.
That nothing tragic will happen. But thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Yes. That's Kana Boy, musician, husband, very unhappy husband at the moment, telling his story. Thank you for watching.